Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's try out this team featuring the Defense Deoxys paired with the Guzzlord. We're gonna finish it off with the Registeel. So we got the Shadow Dragonair here to deal with. We're gonna go for the Psycho Boost immediately, and then we're going to dip out of there. Our opponent does end up throwing a move. Do we catch an Aqua Tail? We do catch the Aqua Tail, which is great news for us. We did resist that move. We're going to fire off our own Brutal Swing here as soon as we have it. This Galarian Stumpus potentially could throw an Earthquake. They'd end up throwing a Rock Slide. They are going to be able to, let's see if they tank this move. Yep, they do tank the move, and they're going to be able to throw another Rock Slide here to take us out. But at least this gives the Galarian Stumpus low enough so that we can farm down with the Deoxys. We take another Rock Slide here. We do get the farm down. Now we already have another Psycho Boost ready if they decide to come back in with that Dragonair, and that's exactly what they do. Fire off the Psycho Boost. We do grab the last shield. We're going to switch into our Registeel here. We know that we can tank this or shield to preserve the health and see what they have in the bag. Ends up being the Tentacruel, and this is going to be a fantastic situation for us. We're going to go for the Zap Cannon immediately. Huge damage, and it gets the debuff. This is GG's. Our opponent is not going to be able to win this game here. They go for the Acid Spray. We're going to be able to survive that really easily. And we do not get the farm down. We have to tank another move here. Skull goes through. We avoid the debuff, but unfortunately for them, we already have a move ready. And we have a shield. This Focus Blast will KO the Dragonair, and boom! Down goes their team. So GG's. Our opponent ended up having the Shadow Dragonair and that Tentacruel in the back complementing each other. So our team just worked out well against theirs. All right, next game. Let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Quagsire to deal with. We kind of have an ABA team to this Shadow Quagsire. We are going to be able to tank the first Aqua Tail very nicely. We're building up a ton of energy because these counters are actually adding up. Look how much damage the counters are dealing relative to all of these charge moves that the Quagsire are throwing. We throw the first Psycho Boost. They do end up shielding. We're going to throw the next Psycho Boost immediately. This is going to get it into the low yellow. However, if they are able to outpace us, they're going to be able to throw this Aqua Tail here to take us out. But we want this low enough for a farm down. We don't get the farm down, unfortunately. This Quagsire does end up getting to the Stoners, and that is great for them. Our Guzzlord is into the low yellow. We see the Skarmory, and we do end up having the Registeel for the backline. Unfortunately for them, they have a double flyer team. We do go for the Zap Cannon. We do get that debuff, and unfortunately for them, they have no play against that Registeel with those double flyers, especially since we already debuffed that Mantine. So GG's. Registeel coming in clutch at the end here multiple times. All right, here we got the Salazzle versus the Defense Deoxys. This is going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with. Our counters are being resisted here. We're going to be able to throw a Psycho Boost to grab a shield. And then we try to get to another Psycho Boost on the next timing, but unfortunately it did not happen. We're going to go for the Psycho Boost here. We want to get this low enough or get this last shield. We do grab the last shield. Our opponent ends up farming up to a potential Dragon Pulse. They throw the Psychic Fang. Psychic Fang here, Poison Fang, excuse me, is going to debuff us, and then they are going to be able to use this Medicham to counter us down. Now, we didn't get this low enough to be able to KO with anything, unfortunately, so we are going to have to shield here. Ends up being the Psychic. Our opponent ends up going for the big move, so maybe they have Power Up Punch and Psychic. We go for the Psycho Boost, and then we take it out. We're trying to get a move off on this Salazzle. They only can throw Poison Fang here. We are going to be able to get to a Focus Blast before they get to their next move, so we're going to take this out, and let's see what they have in the back here. Ends up being the Dewgong. So this Dewgong here is going to be able to outpace us to this move, unfortunately. This Durarun does take out the Registeel with the move, and because that happened, we are going to be defeated. If we had gotten that move off, we would have been able to potentially get to that Psycho Boost and take them out, but it just basically came down to one turn. All right, next we have the Azumarill versus this Defense Deoxys here. We are going to stay in for now. Let's see what they are running. We're going to throw this Thunderbolts. They're probably going to let it go. Makes sense. Our opponent is farming a ton of energy. Potential Hydro. There's the Hydro. So now we both know the movesets on our Pokemon. This Thunderbolt does take out the Azumarill, so we do get rid of the Azumarill. We're going to go into our Guzzlord here. We get faced up with a Altaria. So Altaria is dealing a ton of fast move damage. However, we are going to at least get 2 shields out of this situation because our Guzzlord is chunking away at this Altaria. We have a decision to make. Are we going to go into our Reggie here, or do we go into the Defense Deoxys? We're going to go into our Reggie to tank all of these moves. They go for the Moon Blast. It is going to get the debuff, so nice for them. They are going to go for the double Moon Blast. We switch out, trying to get to a Psycho Boost, but unfortunately it does not happen. We're going to go for this Zap Cannon right here, try to get our own debuff. Unfortunately, we don't get the debuff, and now they're going to apply the pressure. This C-Bomb here does get the first shield. They're trying to get to another move here. Our opponent is going to throw another C-Bomb. It doesn't matter. We have to double shield. We're going to go for this Focus Blast right here to take out. No, it doesn't take out, and they are going to be able to farm us so much that we are not going to be able to get this Altaria down. So we needed to throw the Zap Cannon right there, but it would have been close because those additional Shadow Claws would have added up, and then that Altaria was still, I don't know, 2 or 3 Dragon Breaths healthy, so it would have been close either way. Here we go. We got the Defense Deoxys versus this Mantine. We're going to stay in for now. Let's see what they're going to be trying to throw. They go for the Arrow Ace, and we're just going to keep over farming. Our opponent does reveal, what is that, Wish Cache? All right, we throw the Psycho Boost, so we dip out of there. We're going to our Guzzlord. Now, we have to be wary of a potential Blizzard. It's not common, but people could be running it. So we do end up shielding once here, and then we are going to try to farm a ton. We do get to this Dragon Claw here, and it does take out the Wish Cache. Our opponent does come back in with their Mantine, so they have the Mantine Wish Cache core. We're going to be able to throw a bunch of these moves here. Our opponent does end up throwing the move before we get to ours. Arrow Ace goes through, doesn't KO, so it allows us to throw this Brutal Swing here and get it into the low red. So this is a potential farm down for something. We go into our Reggie. We see that they have the Ferrothorn, so we're going to switch out of here and go into our Defense Deoxys, dealing a lot of counter damage with our fast moves. The goal here is to apply a lot of fast move pressure. We are going to be able to at least think about shielding here. We do decide to shield here because we want the additional counter damage. We do get the debuff, so let's see if that comes into play, but I think we're still going to grab this shield anyways. Yep, makes sense. And then we're going to throw another Psycho Boost. At this point, we are going to be triple debuff. We're going to switch out here. We do get them to use their Mantine energy. This is going to be a farm down opportunity. They go for another Arrow Ace here, and because they did not get us into the yellow, we are going to be able to farm down and take out this Ferrothorn with the next Focus Blast. So right here, we get to the Focus Blast. This will take out the Ferrothorn, and boom, down goes their team. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Registeel. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.